Coming off of yes on Saturday, what kind of stood out to you the most as far as just kind of, you guys obviously recovered from that slow start, but how did you feel? How about how you guys finished after that slow start?
I think it was the little things that held us back. All the effort was there, all the want to, everything was there, but just at the end of the day, the little things hurt us. Little details on certain assignments, offensively, anyways.
As players, are you guys concerned with just kind of how slow you guys have started these last two games, or you just chalk that up to not being able to play and getting that rhythm a little bit?
I think some of it has to do with fatigue and the rhythm, the time off. Uh, I wouldn't blame it too much on anything else. I feel like if say we were playing a game this week, we would get the ball rolling much faster against UCF this Saturday. But we have another lapse, and we just have to keep the intensity high in practice, and then hopefully it just rolls over in 2 weeks.
Terry?
Hey, how you doing, Sean?
How you doing? Pretty
All
good.
right. Hey, question, man. How was it mentally on you when you had to be in quarantine for like 15 days and not being able to do what you do, and then come out and do what you do in this game? How mentally struggling was that for you being in quarantine?
Shoot, I would just try to keep my footwork tight, taking steps around the house, maybe making cuts coming around corners in the house. It was boring for sure, and I didn't want to risk anybody else, so I just watched a lot of TV, a lot of film. That's really where I tried to stay focused on my iPad, watching every practice that I missed, start to finish, and then film. I knew we had SMU coming back a week after I got out of quarantine.
Mike?
Sean, you mentioned the lapse that you're back into. As players, when you wait 28 days to play, obviously you were one of the guys in quarantine, and then the game goes like it did, a chance to win, and you lose at the last second, and then bam, you're hit with another bye week. How hard is that? Is that one of those situations where, man, I just want to get back on the field and play another game, and now you're waiting again?
Yes, sir. As soon as the clock hit double zeros, I wanted to either get right back on the practice field or head down, tell Florida to come soon. Within
Is it
hours
hard to
after
have?
we lost, I was already ready to play UCF.
Yeah, how hard is it to have to wait again? Because it seems like that's all you guys have been doing so far this year.
We just gotta stay focused and then know that this time does hurt us in some ways, but if we take full advantage of it, it could really help, and we could have a full, you know, understanding of UCF and heading into next week.
Steven?
Sean, how's it going, man?
Pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing all right. So you're among, I think, like the top 10 in the country for like tight ends with yards and yards per game. I'm not gonna, just bore you with stats, but with everything you've been through, just I guess how amazing has it been to get off to this great start of these first two games of the season?
It's a pretty good feeling, something I've been waiting for. But at the end of the day, I'm just trying to help my team win and just do what's best for them. I know even with this good start, a game could come where I don't get any catches, and I just have to block the whole game. And if that's what we got to do to win, then I'll be satisfied with that, coming out with a W.
Evan?
Sean, obviously you've had a lot of experience facing UCF. This team has been a rivalry for you. I see your face. What stands out the most when it comes to facing them? What are you looking forward to the most, and which memory hurts the most to you?
All of them. I think it's just collectively, just knowing the history over the years that we haven't ever beaten these guys. They always gotten the upper hand on us, and I know that they think they're probably better than us. So it's definitely a chip on our shoulder with them coming in our house. We just want to play well and get revenge that we've been seeking for a long time.
Does it hurt more to not just from the championship games, but when they did come to the Liberty Bowl, you guys were in that game. You guys played well enough to win, but didn't happen. But just is that making more motivation because of what happened 2 years ago?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's the championship from 2017 that I still feel, or that one where we lost with 10-second runoff. And they're both. You just got to think about all that together because it's the same program, same team, same head coach for one of those, games, and we just got to have a dog mentality. Like, enough is enough. We're not gonna take no more. Shoot, but I would say, yeah, that one that came to the bowl probably definitely hurts the most. So we can't let that happen again because we're not supposed to lose there.
Mark?
Yeah, hey, Sean. There may or may not be more fans than the first game at this UCF game. What would it, if the health department allows it, what would it mean? How much of a benefit would it be to a 10,000 people at the Liberty Bowl instead of what it was for that Arkansas State game?
It would definitely I think it would give the guys a little bit more juice and motivation to go out there, see who we're playing for, instead of just, telling us it's going to be a bunch of people watching. We hear that, but just seeing it would make a difference. I know some people's motors getting going a little earlier or something, not coming out flat, coming out that tunnel. Everybody's adrenaline pumping. I think it would do good for us. It would be good for us.
The crowd this past Saturday at SMU, did that feel more normal, or was it still weird? Or was it too small to feel like a real crowd?
Their stadium was a little smaller, I think, so everybody was a little bit more compact together, so it looked like more people, but I don't think it was. And but even that look just gave people more juice, I feel like.
Cool. Thanks.